Hey guys, welcome to Y360 Bar. My name's Brittany, and joining me today is Adonis. Today's class is gonna be a total body burn, focusing on the lower part of our body and our core. The only equipment that you'll need is a slider or a sweat towel. Let's get started. So to start off, let's bring our feet in facing forward. Plant the feet into the mat, soft knees, lengthen up through the spine. Take a nice big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, come into a forward fold. Relax the head down here. Big inhale, slowly uncurl through the spine, reach the arms up over the head. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Soften the knees, slowly come back up. And on this last one, let's hold in that forward fold. Let the neck and head go, soft knees, let everything fold forward. Last 2 cycles of breath here. Big bend in the knees, slowly uncurl through the spine, and let's make our way back into standing. We're gonna come into a few neck and head rolls. So let's drop the head down, look over to the left, and then bring it over to the right. Drop the head back. We're gonna do this 2 more times and then reverse directions. Making sure to breathe here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Last round. And let's reverse the direction. Last 2. Remembering to breathe. Last one, let's bring that neck and head back to center. We're gonna clasp our hands behind our back, rolling those shoulders back and down, bringing our feet into first position. So just like a pizza slice, keep those shoulders rolled back and down, nice open chest. Shift the weight into that left foot, and let's bring that right leg up and come into a few ankle circles. Let's reverse those directions. And release. Shift the weight into that right foot, lift that left leg, and come into those circles. Reverse the direction. And release. Relax the hands. Come back into that first position, and we're gonna come into some leg lifts. Remember to keep that spine nice and straight. Inhale up, bring it down. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it up and hold, pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it high for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. We're gonna come into our grand plie. So step it out, bring it back in for 10, 9, you can have your hands out in front of you, down by the side, whatever feels good for you. Last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and on that last one, we're gonna step it out and hold. Take a nice deep bend in those knees. Let's pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit nice and deep for 10. Nice lifted chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's go on to the other side. Shift the weight into that right foot. Bring that left leg up and down. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Bring that leg up and hold and pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release it. Let's go into the grand pliés on the left side. Nice big step out, bring it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, last 2. Remember to hold it out on that last one. Nice big step. Take it nice and deep and pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get nice and deep, hold, feel the burn. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Give those legs a nice shake. So let's make our way into tabletop. Remember, knees stacked directly under hips, shoulders directly over our wrist. So actively push into the palms. We're gonna come into our cat-cows. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, push the heart forward. Exhale, empty out the belly, push the heart through the back of the chest, drop the head down. 2 more here. Exhale, come back into that cat. Last one. We're gonna come into a nice deep toe stretch. So tuck the toes under. Adonis is gonna show you the modification. So he's just gonna push back into his palms, getting that nice deep stretch. I'm gonna sit back onto my heels, getting that nice deep stretch in the toes. It's gonna help us with our downward dog series. 2 more breaths here. Let's gently release those hands, untuck the toes, and give the feet just a little pat to work out the feet. Now let's gently make our way into our downward dog. Tuck the toes under, shoot the hips up towards the sky. Take a moment here in your downward dog. You can pedal through the feet if you'd like, just to warm up those hamstrings. Focusing on the breath. Let's all rise up onto our tippy toes and release the heels down. We're gonna come into our downward dog to high plank. Rise up onto the tippy toes, float into that high plank, push into the palms for 5, 4, 3, 2, push back into that downward dog, release the heels. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Rise up onto the tippy toes, float into that high plank, squeeze the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back into that downward dog 3 more times. Rise up onto the tippy toes, float into that high plank, really push into the palms and round through the shoulders. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Rise up onto the tippy toes, roll into that high plank. I tricked you, we have 2 more. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back into that downward dog. Now it's the last one. Rise up onto the tippy toes, roll into that high plank, push into the palms. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, push back into that downward dog, release the heels. We're gonna come into our floating tabletop. So we're gonna rise up onto the tippy toes, nice deep bend the knees. Let those knees hover over the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten the legs, release the heels. We've got 2 more rounds of those. Rise up onto the tippy toes, nice deep bend the knees, let them hover over the mat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, straighten the legs, release back into your downward dog. Last round, rise up onto the tippy toes, nice deep bend the knees, hover over that mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten the legs, release back in your downward dog. Take 3 cycles of breath here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Pushing into the palms, lifting those hips up towards the sky, releasing the heels down to the mat. Let's get ready for our 3-legged dog. So we're gonna start on the right-hand side. Let that right foot float up, and we're gonna float into that high plank, and we're gonna bring the knee into elbow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Release back. Now let's grab those sliders because we're gonna come back in to that position. So make your way back into your downward dog. Shoot that leg out behind you. Float into your high plank, and we're gonna come into those leg extensions. Now remember, if you don't have a slider, you can use that towel. So let's get started. Out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Bring it back, release your foot from that slider or sweat towel. Make your way back into that downward dog for 3 cycles of breath. How's everyone going? Let's get started on that other side. Shift the weight into that right foot. Let that left leg lift up, and let's float into high plank for knee to elbows for 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Shoot it back, release it down. Grab your slider, your sweat towel, and we'll go on to the other side. Here we go. Get ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Release it down, release the knees down. Let's come back into that tabletop for our cat-cow series. Push into the palms, knees stacked directly under hips. Nice big inhale. Roll the shoulders back and down, push the heart forward. Exhale, round through the spine, drop the head down. Last 2. Empty out that belly. Last 1. Beautiful. Let's come back to that nice neutral spine. So when we're in neutral spine, we're not dipping down or rounding through our spine. It's nice and neutral. We're gonna come into those donkey kicks. So we're gonna start on the right hand side, nice flex foot, and then up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center, staying on this right side. We're gonna come into our fire hydrants. Take it out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg. We're gonna come into these side extensions for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna stick it out to the side, release it down. Let's come into a nice side stretch. So walk that right hand a little bit more center of the body. Shoot that left hand up towards the ceiling. Nice big twist, big inhale. And as you exhale, let's thread the needle, taking this left hand under the right, reaching for that right foot. Two more cycles of breath here. Make sure that right hand's planted into the mat. Slowly uncurl through the spine, reach that hand back up. Release it down, and let's go on to the other side, starting with our donkey kicks. So bring that left leg up and start for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Let's come into those fire hydrants. Take it out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it out the side, kick it out. Let's come into those side extensions for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Bring it out to the side, release that heel down. Walk that left hand a little bit more center of the body. Inhale, shoot that right hand up towards the sky, big twist. And then let's thread the needle, taking that right hand under the left, reaching for that left foot. Slowly uncurl through the spine, reaching that hand back up, and then release the hand down, release the foot. Let's make our way in to our tabletop crunches. So, lie onto the back, bring the feet into tabletop, crunch on up. Bring the knees into the chest, reach the hands out, hold here. Smile, it makes it a little bit easier. Keep holding, keep crunching the knees into the chest. Make sure you're breathing here. If you'd like, you can take the option that Adonis is doing. He has his hands planted down by the side to help give him a little bit more stability. Make sure as you're reaching through the fingertips, the shoulders are rolled back and away. Keep squeezing those knees in. You're almost there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're just gonna release the heels down, stay up in this crunch, and we're gonna come into these ankle taps. So touch to the right and then to the left. Inhale one side, exhale the other. Inhale one side, exhale the other. Keep that nice lifted chest the entire time. Keep going here, keep breathing. Nice in through the nose, out through the nose. Getting this nice side oblique crunch. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now we're gonna roll all the way over into our forearm plank. So you have the option of coming onto the forearms if that feels good for you, or you can come into that nice high plank. Tuck the tailbone under slightly, hinge forward, push into the mat, round through the shoulders. Hold here. Eyes looking down so you're not rounding through the back of the neck and head. Focus on the breath. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, release the knees down. Let's come into our warm down. So we're gonna come into a nice pigeon pose. So let's start on the right hand side. So we're gonna bring that right leg up and then slowly lower. Now I want you to really focus on what the hips are doing here. Sometimes we switch to one side or the other, but make sure the hips are nice and even. And then let's gently lower onto our forearms. Lengthen out through the spine as you push the heart forward. And if it's in your practice, you can come into that sleeping pigeon by reaching the hands all the way out, coming into that nice forward fold. Last few cycles of breath here. Keep that awareness in the hips. Inhale, gently make your way back onto the palms, rolling the shoulders back and now pushing that heart forward. Tuck the back left toes under, shoot that right leg back. Let's switch sides. Bring that left leg up, slowly lower, taking your time, and then gently lower onto those forearms, remembering to maintain that balance in the hips, making sure we're not sinking on one side or the other. And then if it's there for you, you can walk the hands out, coming into that sleeping pigeon. Last few breaths. Starting to slow the heart rate down. Gently rise back onto the palms, roll the shoulders back and down, push the heart forward. Shift over onto that left hip, and then let's make our way into a nice seated posture so we can start warming up or stretching out the neck and head. Come into that nice straight spine, roll the shoulders back and down, and we're gonna stretch on, starting on our right hand side. So let's take that right hand, bring it behind the back, really feel that nice right shoulders lengthening down towards the mat. Drop the head over to the left, use that left hand to the side of the head, tuck the chin under slightly so you can feel that length up the back of the neck and head, and just focus on the breath here. Few more cycles of breath. Really feeling that right shoulder reach down towards the ground. Gently, gently release that left hand, release the right, and just take a moment to roll through the neck and head, roll through the shoulders, releasing that stretch. Let's go on to the other side. So let's take that left hand behind the back, rolling that left shoulder back and down. Drop the head over to the right. Use that right hand to intensify the stretch. Tuck the chin under slightly so you're lengthening through the back of the neck and head. Keep that integrity in the spine and focus on the breath here. Feel as if that left shoulder is really reaching down towards the ground. Gently, gently release that right hand, release the left, and then roll through the neck and head one last time. And we're gonna finish it up with some seated cat-cows. So place the hands on the knees, take a nice big inhale, push the heart forward, eyes to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck through the tailbone, drop the head down, round through the spine. Just a few more here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down. Last 3 rounds. Last 2. Last 1. Come back to center. Thank you guys for joining me for today's barre class. I hope you'd enjoyed it.